Good morning, everyone. It is Donna Gray here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Scenic Rim in Queensland, coming to you live this morning on Tuesday, the 18th of February. I'm here for another live crafty session, and I'm here to create another Avid card. Now, for those of you that don't know what an Avid card is, an Avid card means that you load your card up with everything you can possibly think of. Die cuts, stamping, ribbon, embellishments, layers. That is what an Avid card is. So I'm a true Avid crafter. A shout out to all of those true Avid crafters. If you're an Avid crafter, please type it into the comments and let me know if you enjoy creating these beautiful, wonderful Avid cards. I know yesterday when I said that in the heading, a lot of people were asking what's an Avid card. So there was a lot of people that didn't understand. So they talked about the different types of crafters that we have. And they were saying that there was a beginner crafter, a casual crafter, and an Avid crafter. So how they explained it was the beginner crafter was someone just starting out on their crafting journey that was learning all the basics and the tips and tricks of card making. And talking about that, if you are one of those beginner crafters, you may want to think about my basic foundations of card making subscription that I have. So the beginner series, they're the people that are learning how to cut card bases, learning how to stamp properly, learning how to assemble, learning how to design a card, learning what type of glues and things and the tools and things that they need. So a beginner card maker is someone just starting out their journey, or someone that has struggled with card making because they've had no guidance. They've had no one telling them, explaining to them how to actually cut their card bases, how to make the best out of their cardstock. So my basic foundations of card making that I've teamed up with my lovely friend Rose Ward, who is Stamper's Delight in the US. We are doing a monthly class where you get a component of products that we send out to you every month, and then we craft and create in a private Facebook group. And then at the end of the month, we have a craft session, a Zoom craft together that we do at the end of every month, the last Friday of every month. So it costs $50 and you get your products delivered to you by the post. And it's a great way of getting started with some basic crafting. And it's a great way for people that have struggled with their card making to be able to learn the basic foundations of card making to make their card making a much more pleasurable experience. You can scan the QR code there on the screen, or you can actually use the link that's in the description of this video to sign up. If you sign up before the end of February, you'll be ready to go for March class, okay? So we've already done one video for February in the group. We will be doing another video in the Facebook group this week. And then next week, of course, we will actually be having our craft together, which will be really, really exciting. So that is a fun thing that I have available. Now, the next couple of things I want to talk about, the California wildfire fundraiser that we're doing. Thank you to everyone. I did actually speak with Marcy Bessica yesterday, and she said so many people have donated from Australia. So that is so awesome. I know a lot of international people donated to the fundraiser that I did a few years back when we had really bad fires here in Australia. So please dig deep, and it costs $20 US to be a part of it, but we're giving back. We're giving back some crafting and some creative ideas for you. We have 29 top demos from around the world that are actually providing crafting videos for you in a private Facebook group. And that's actually what you get as our gift back for your donation. So you can scan that QR code there on the screen, and that will actually take you straight through to a PayPal where you can actually purchase your donation, and you can purchase more than one donation. It's $20 US. We've got it in $20 increments. So if you want to donate more, you can physically donate more, but that gives you access into the private Facebook group. Now, please give Marcy a little bit of time. She is actually requesting you to join the Facebook group via your email. If you haven't checked those emails, then you can actually request to join that group. You just need to do a search on Facebook, stamp out the Californian wildfires, and you will find the group. But you must have paid, and she is checking with your email address that you've paid with PayPal against her PayPal account to check that you have paid, and then she will actually let you in. So I'm not in control of that. You can message me and I can message her about it if you haven't been let into the group and you've paid, and I will get her to double check it. But you get access to that. So you can scan the QR code there to do any donations. If you want to come back to this video at any time, you can scan the QR code. The QR code there will be in the replay. So thank you to everyone that has donated so far, and keep the donations rolling in because a lot of people have lost so much in those fires. Now, this week, if you spend $150 or more with me through my online store using my host code, I am going to send you a free embellishment this week. So that is a value of up to $15, a free embellishment that I will send you if you purchase $150 or more through my online store. Now, for anyone, you can scan that QR code there. That takes you straight through to my store. It's got the host code already connected to it, so you don't have to worry about putting the host code in. It's already there for you. And I do appreciate any of the orders that you place. Every time I craft, I have the links of all of the products that I'm using. I have in the description in the show more box down below. So if you love something that I have used, go down to those links and you will see the name of that product. And if you click on that product, it will take you straight through to that product in my store for you to be able to purchase. Now, we only have, what have we got left? 10 days left of this awesome joining offer. Please don't leave it until the last minute. If you are thinking about purchasing the starter kit, please jump on and join. My suggestion would be to join this week and get it done, because you don't want to be lagging and trying to join in that last couple of hours of it, because if there's any complications, sometimes it doesn't go through, and I don't want you to miss out on that offer. We have two awesome offers where the offer number one, you can actually get 2 packs of Stampin' Up markers. They're family Stampin' Up markers, so either the brights, the regals, the neutrals. I think the in colors are in there as well, but you get to choose 2 packs of markers in the color family of your choice, and you get the exclusive stamp set that goes with it for free, on top of choosing $235 worth of product, and you only pay $169. Now, if you are someone that actually wants to not get the markers and the stamp set, that you want to get more value for money, then option 2 is that you get to choose $286 worth of product, and you still only pay $169. Now, I just want to say to you, the best part about joining Stampin' Up is, one thing, you're going to get 20% discount straight off the bat. The second thing is that you get to be a part of my Wildheart Crafters community. So you get to have me in your back pocket. You have me that you can ask any questions when it comes to your creativeness. Now, I am there to support you in whatever you want to do with your Stampin' Up. I am a no pressure team leader. Honestly, if you say to me, I just want to enjoy the discount and that's all I want to do, I don't want to sell, I don't want to hold parties, I don't want to do videos, then I'm your girl. I am there to support you with your creativeness and help you, inspire you to actually purchase your products and craft with your products. Now, if you're someone that actually wants to start to run a business out of it or start to hold classes, then I'm your girl for that too, because I will help you work out how to schedule your classes, how to market your classes, how to get people to attend your classes, all in free business training that I do every week for my team. So my team get free business training every week, and it is open to anyone in my team. You are allowed to come and join the business training. We do a weekly Zoom call where we chat about what we're doing in our business, but I'm there to help you build that foundation to your Stampin' Up business. What you put into Stampin' Up is what you get out of it. If you physically only want to enjoy the discount, we all join the same way. Doesn't matter how we join, we all join the same way. You can scan the QR code there if you've been thinking about it. Please, if you have any questions and you're thinking about joining and you would love to give me a call, please give me a call. Here's my mobile phone number. Please give me a call. I would be more than happy to talk to you about anything or answer any questions you may have. There is nothing to be scared of. It is awesome. Yes, you do have to do a quarterly minimum amount, but you have until the end of June to actually make that first quarterly amount. So, and I'm telling you, you spend about $150 a month or so, and you will keep yourself current, no problem whatsoever. So I would love to have you as a part of my team. We're an awesome team of crafters all over Australia. We absolutely have a ball. So if you're interested in that, scan that QR code or reach out to me, call me, have a chat with me and see if it's something that you think might be for you. The other thing is my Scrap It With Me workshop kits. So for the month of March, we will be using the Everyday You and Me. Now, if you caught my live video yesterday, you would have seen me create with the Everyday You and Me stamp and die set. Honestly, this paper is gorgeous. So what you will get for the Scrap It With Me workshop kit for $95 delivered to your doorstep, you will get a full pack of the designer series paper. You will also get a sticker sheet, and you will also get a pack of the 12 by 12 coordinating two-tone cardstock that goes with this Everyday You and Me paper. So it's absolutely gorgeous. These Scrap It With Me workshop kits are designed by me. They are not the kits that are pre-designed that are with Stampin' Up. They are actually my own creations, and you will get a PDF tutorial sent with your kit showing you exactly how to actually assemble your 3 double page layouts. Now, the way I actually do it is I physically, I am now creating my workshops in the same, how can I say it? The same way that Stampin' Up are doing their workshops. I've now designed my workshop, so the instructions will be the same. So whether you buy a Stampin' Up kit or whether you actually join my Scrap It With Me workshop kits, they are in the same way. They're actually done the same way. So I've tried to keep it simple all across the board. So no matter whether you do my class or whether you do the Stampin' Up kits. So I also have a kit class that's on Saturdays as well. So it's on the 3rd Saturday of every month. I will be doing a scrapbook kit class, which will be held here in my craft studio in the Scenic Rim. So Bow Desert, the Scenic Rim. So if you're interested in that, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to give you more details about it. My March Creative Card Club is a rolling subscription class, and I'm going to use that gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful floral yellow paper. It is absolutely gorgeous. So it is the Delightful Wishes that we will be creating with. Now for $60 per month delivered to your door, you will get a quarter pack of that gorgeous paper. You will get a full pack of, you'll get a full thing of the little bees, which is really, really cute. You will get enough cardstock to make 8 cards, and you'll get a PDF tutorial printed up in your kit, ready to go. Those kits go out at the end of March. They go out on the 25th of March, but you do need to register and sign up for your subscription before the 10th of March to be able to get March kits. So I'm doing the beautiful bouquet butterflies this month, and of course registration for that has closed now, and I will be prepping those kits for next week. I'll be holding the in-person class here this Thursday. So I do an in-person scrapbooking class on the 1st Thursday of the month. I do an in-person card making class on the 3rd Thursday of the month, and on the 3rd Saturday of the month I do a scrapbook kit morning as well. So please go over to my website and check out all of those things that I have on. All right, so I think that's about all I need to chat with you about. So we are actually going to make a fun Avid card again this morning. So please make sure you like and share this video while you're watching here today. Please make sure you like and share it. If you're on YouTube, you'll see just down the bottom of YouTube where you can see the subscribe button. You will see a little share button. It's an arrow that's an arched arrow. If you click that arched arrow, you can either share straight back onto your social media, so share straight back onto your Facebook. You can click the F for Facebook. If it doesn't allow you to do that, you can actually get the link and share the link over onto your Facebook. But that really helps get my crafting out to other people. I am now doing a giveaway each week for the people that like and share my videos. But I need to tell my YouTube fans, you need to come back to the replay today, and on the replay, you actually need to share it on the replay. Okay. And you need to type liked and shared on the replay, because my live chat disappears from the live. So thank you for liking and sharing while we're live. I appreciate it while we're live, so that we can get more people coming and hanging out with us. And it will then, to get your entry in the draw, you need to go back to the YouTube replay. For the people on Facebook, if you like and share on Facebook and type liked and shared on Facebook, I will be grabbing those links, and I will do a YouTube winner and I will do a Facebook winner every week. I was only going to do YouTube, but I will do both, because there's a lot of people that still watch me on YouTube. So Deborah is asking, what is an Avid card? Now, I did explain right at the beginning, but you obviously didn't come in at that time. An Avid card just means that you put so much on the card. You actually drum it up with a lot of die cuts, stamping, you have lots of layers, you have ribbon, you have bling, you just go over the top. So it's cards that are for a really special occasion, a milestone event. You would create cards like this, or for someone special that you really want to give a really special card to. That's what an Avid card is. So as I said right at the very beginning of this video, Stampin' Up talked about the type of crafters that we have. Beginner crafters, that are crafters that have just started crafting and are just learning. Then we have the casual crafters, which are the people that are buying Stampin' Up products, that are creating and making cards and have been creating for a while. And then we have the Avid crafters, that we want to have it all. And that's actually what it is. It's a card that has it all. So that's actually how I can explain it. An Avid card is a card that has it all. It's a card that we put so many different things on it. But you will see, they are absolutely stunning cards. And I'm an Avid crafter. I've been an Avid crafter for many years. I love dimension. I love die cuts. I love stamping. I love so many things about crafting, and I love to put that all into one card. I love ribbon. I love embellishments. I love Wink of Stella. So that is what an Avid card is. So anyway, let's get to crafting. So today what I decided to craft with is an oldie but a goodie. This one here is my favorite. It's been one of my favorite sets forever. I mean, ever since it came out, it was right on my radar. As soon as I actually seen it come out, I was like, I definitely need to have this. And I can tell you, I've used it with scrapbooking. I've used it with card making. It is just a gorgeous set. Unfortunately, the stamp set has gone. It's actually been sold out. So it's in our last chance products. The stamp set is gone. So we can't get the stamp set anymore. So I'm actually not going to use a lot of the stamp set today. I decided that I would use the embossing folder and the dies. Now, this is what we call a hybrid embossing folder. So a hybrid embossing folder means that we can, it's your favorite as well, Deborah. I know, it's gorgeous, isn't it? So a hybrid embossing folder is an embossing folder that uses our dies as well as embossing. So the way a hybrid embossing folder works is that we line it up in here. So you'll find that we have a die and it fits into like a groove. You can physically like line it up there, and you'll find that it will sit down and it will fit into that groove and lock into that groove. Then you put your cardstock over the top, and then we actually run it through. I've got a bit of gold here, so let's actually run it through. I just want to explain. So if you haven't seen these embossing folders work, I want to just show you how awesome this embossing folder is. And I'm just thinking of whether this will be big enough to be able to do it. I think I'm going to be able to go that way, just not quite. If I go up further, I can. So I'm just going to cut a little bit off that end so that I can actually push that up a little bit further and hopefully get this. Now, I just want to show you with foiled cardstock, it is so nice to, and that was just a scrap of my gold that I had. So I'm just going to run that through the embossing folder. So I've run that through my machine. Now I've sat that in there and it's in that groove. So once you've got it that it feels like it's in that groove, then you pop your cardstock in and then you close it up, and that's actually how it's going to work. So I'm now going to bring in my cut and emboss to show you how gorgeous this is, and I'm using foil card, so foil card is even better. All right, now you need your number 1 plate on your cut and emboss. So number 1 plate and our number 4 plate. Okay, that's all we need. So we're going to put our number 1 plate down first. We're going to put our embossing folder in our machine with the fold going through the machine first. And then we're going to use our number 4 plate over the top. Now, we only wind one way. With embossing folders, we only ever do it one way. So I'm going to run that through. And once I've won it, and when I say one way, that means through there, and that's okay that it clangs like that. It's because it's a 3D embossing folder and it's supposed to clang like that. So now we are going to take that off and you are going to see the gorgeousness. Are you ready for it? Look at these gorgeous leaves. So as you can see, they have embossed and cut out at the same time. So I can tell you, in foiled cardstock, absolutely stunning. All right, now I have gone ahead and I'm going to use that embossing folder just on its own without the die in a little while when I decide the layer that I'm going to have. All right, so I'm going to do a white card base. I've got white out here, so I've decided that I'll do a white card base. Now I'm trying to think. I've done a whole heap of die cuts here. You can see here I've got Night of Navy, I've got Petal Pink, and I've got Pool Party, and I've got white, and I've got gold. So I need to work out what layer I want to use on my card. So this is where I need a little bit of help from you guys. Do I do a Petal Pink contrast layer? Do I do a Pool Party contrast layer? Or do I do a Night of Navy? So type into the comments and tell me which contrast color layer do you think I should use. Now I'm just going to put my dies here so I don't lose those. I'll put them back into the die packet wherever I put it. I can't even remember where I put the die packet, but anyway. So which one do you think we will use? They are gorgeous, aren't they, Lynn? I agree. Hey, Kathy. Thank you everyone for jumping on. And as I said, please remember to like and share and type liked and shared into the comments for me. Okay, so Nancy's saying pink. Kathy's saying Night of Navy. So we've got 1 and 1. We've got 2 for Night of Navy. We've got 3 for Night of Navy, 2 for pink. 3 for Night of Navy, 2 for pink. We've got 4 for Night of Navy, still 2 for pink. So 4 for Night of Navy, 2 for pink. We need 5. We need a voting. Okay, 5 for Night of Navy. We're going to have Night of Navy. Okay, so let's cut this layer so that we can get a layer for the front. So we've got that and we've got that. Now, if I was going to be creating this card myself and I wanted to do some die cuts, I would quite possibly be using those, the inside of this one, because I'm going to have a layer that's going to go over the top. Now, let me see what this one's cut at. Not quite. So let's cut that to be our layer for over the top. So we've got that. And we've got that. Okay, so this layer here, I'm actually going to, so this one's going to layer up onto my Night of Navy, but I'm actually going to emboss that with that embossing folder because I want to show you how we can use the embossing folder on its own as well to get a really nice look happening as well. So let me move these all out of the way because I don't need those. I've got my layer there. Got that there. Okay, now I will bring in the cut and emboss again, and we will use just the embossing folder this time with this layer. So now what I want to do is I want to emboss this that I get quite a lot of the leaves happening. So I'm going to emboss it over on that side there. So I can see quite a lot of the leaves. I don't really want to emboss it where I've got the large leaf here. I want to have the smaller leaves showing up on that layer. So I think I'm going to run it through there. So let's do that and run that one through. So once again, base plate and our number 4 plate. I'm trying to work out, Tandra, what you're saying. Oh, you'll be different and say pool party? I think that's what you're trying to say. Yeah, well, I mean, I could have possibly done pool party too. Honestly, I could have done any of them. They're all gorgeous. So we now have that gorgeous embossed layer happening there. Okay, so seeing as this is an Avid card, I thought what I might do is bring in a little bit of the pool party. And let's bring that embossed layer out even more. So I want to see a little bit more on that embossed layer. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use my blending brushes, and I'm actually going to blend a little bit of ink over the top of this embossed layer so that I can get a little bit more. I do need a scrap piece of paper though, because let me grab a piece up here. Let me grab this piece. Okay, because there's already some ink in this blending brush and I'm not quite sure what color. Nope, that's all good. Okay, so I like to have a scrap piece of paper that I can take the excess of the ink off first. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly use that blending brush over the top of these gorgeous leaves. And you will see it's just going to bring the leaves out more on that embossed layer. So it's just going to emphasize those leaves and show them up a little bit more. So even though it's embossed and it looks gorgeous, I just think adding a little bit of blending with your blending brush, okay, it just makes them pop off the page a little bit more, okay? Now what I want to do is I actually want to blend around the outside of that a fair bit. So I want to blend right around the outside edge so that we're going to get a little bit more of a distinct look where that layer is going to layer up onto our Night of Navy. So all I'm doing is inking up with my blending brush again and just concentrating on those very edges so that I'm getting a nice look on those edges. So emphasizing where that cardstock has been cut. Okay. And along the bottom. Okay. And there you have it. Look at that gorgeous layer. So hasn't that just brought it to life? It's just made it look so much better. And then when we pop it on there, you can see we've got some gorgeous color happening on there. Okay. So hello from Windy. Where does NH? What's NH stand for? Everyone in the US always has these abbreviations, and there's so many states in the US. I never, ever know what the state is. NH. New Hampshire? I don't know. No, that sounds like somewhere in London or somewhere in the UK. Anyway, all right. So we have that happening there. Let's fold our card base in half, and we will burnish that with my bone folder. Okay, so we have this and this. Okay. So that's a great start. New Hampshire. I was right, Lisa. Well, there you go. I was right. All right. So we have some absolutely beautiful die cuts here. So, I mean, the white's probably not going to stand out too much. So I don't really have another big die cut piece. These are just all off-cut die cut pieces that I've had, that I've used time and time again. All right, so we have that. We have that. I feel like, and I've got some gorgeous gold leaves and things that are going to really set it off. Pool party. We need something in the pool. Oh, no, we do have a big pool party one. Look at that. We do have a big pool party one. All right, so, oh, gorgeous. But let's possibly, I don't know. I'll see if I want to, I do want to use that big gold one. All right, so we have, do we have some smaller pool party ones? No, we don't. We only have, okay. All right, we have that. We have that. I feel like I want to actually do a nice clump of these leaves. I've got another one here that I could possibly put in through there. I'm going to show you a really awesome trick with when we get this all together. I hope I've got my stapler here. Let me have a look. Yes, I do. And it's got staples in it. Yes, I do. All right. I'm just going to show you how it's really easy to be able to create some bunches of flowers and things, or an arrangement to get, and then we can grab it and use a stapler. All right, let's do that. Let's do this one in behind. So I'm just going to just sort it out a little bit like this. Okay, now I've got a gorgeous gold leaf that I can possibly put in there. We might put a little bit of gold happening over this way. Okay, we've got these gorgeous leaves as well, but we might be able to just tuck them in at a later stage. Okay, so the main focus that I have there, oh, just found a nice blue leaf that I can pop in there as well. So let's grab that. Okay, so it's just a little bit like decorating. All right, I think that could possibly pop in. We want to pop it in front of that one and have it maybe possibly coming out through. No, we'll pop it in up in there. Add a little bit of blue up in there. And then, of course, we could add some more blue down here. The idea is to make a really beautiful embellishment for the front of the card. Okay, I think that's looking quite good. All right. And then do I have, oh, I do. I have a pool party one of them. So I could add a pool party one of those here. And then possibly a Night of Navy one down there. And maybe a Pretty in Pink over the top of that one. And you may be looking, thinking, my Lord, there is so much on there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my stapler and I'm going to staple. Okay, so I'm going to bring my stapler in and I'm going to staple and hopefully get through all of those layers. That is all going to stay together. Okay, so hopefully I've got all of those layers. Then what I would actually do is on the back, I'm actually going to use a little bit of tear and tape, and I'm just going to pop some tear and tape across the back that will hopefully connect a couple of bits and pieces that may be floating around that haven't quite connected. I'm just going to add some tear and tape in there like that. Okay, so now we have a really nice embellishment. I am going to drum it up a little bit more, but we have a nice embellishment that's going to be able to go on the front of our card. We may have to pop these in a little bit more. Let me see. That one could possibly, that one in behind there. He needs to go over just a tad more. Let's pop I could physically, just looking at the size, we needed to keep it inside, and it's only really that leaf there. If I pull that leaf off there, so I'm actually just going to remove that leaf. Just going to remove it, and I could pop it in up here, which I might do that. So let's just do that with a little bit of tear and tape. So all I'm doing is I'm creating that embellishment just to go on my card. Okay, that. And that's going to then make it fit more in the confines of my card. I've got this one out here too, so I'm going to possibly pull that one off. That needs a little bit of glue just stuck in there because we've obviously missed that one with the, so we'll just pop that one in there with a bit of glue. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I just want to take that leaf there away. So let's pull that one. I'm just going to pop in there and snip it off with my scissors. Just going to pop in, snip it off. Okay, and that has now made it that it's going to fit on my card nicely. That's the one I just put in there. All right, so we have that looking awesome. Now, what's going to add to that? I'm going to pop a sentiment over here, so it doesn't matter. We're going to pop a sentiment over that, the front of that there, so it doesn't really matter that we've got the staples there because we're going to cover that up. All right, let's do this first. My lovely friend Kayla taught me how to do this stapling with all these embellishments, and it's changed my world. It has totally, totally changed my world. Now, I want to have some gorgeous ribbon. So I thought that the ribbon that would go with this, which was absolutely stunning, which was one of my favorites, is this gorgeous ribbon. Now, at the moment, you can earn this ribbon for free with a $100 order. So this is gorgeous ribbon. It was one of my favorites. So you can actually earn it for free with a $100 order during the month of February. It's on the free list. So I'm actually going to add some of that in underneath this. So I'm going to add a little bit of Seal Plus in here. It's not going to stick real well to my Seal Plus. So what I would tend to do is, because it's not going to stick real well to that Seal Plus, I'm actually going to I'm going to add a little bit there, but then I'm going to put tear and tape over this. So I want to go like a big zigzag with this ribbon, backwards and forwards in behind where this embellishment's going to go. So I'm doing it like, if you can imagine, a really big bow. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my embellishment over the top, which does look gorgeous. Okay, so we've got the embellishment over the top. We've got our ribbon coming out through here. That one there just needs to be down this way a little bit more. I'm going to add some tear and tape over the top of this one as well. So tear and tape, I want that bow part to be down that way. There we go. Okay, this is the best way to have that ribbon do what you want it to do, because I found that with Seal Plus, glue dots, anything, it wants to pop back off because it's got that glimmer. So the best thing to do is to be able to stick it down with a bit of Seal Plus over the top. All right, I'm actually going to add, to get dimension on this, I'm actually going to add some, and if you find that some of these haven't been stuck with the tear and tape or the staples, I just pop them back in with a bit of glue on them and pop them back in. One in there. And then once you've got that liquid glue there, it will then hold it in there. All right, I'm going to pop some more into this embellishment because I've got way more than I want to add to it yet. All right, I'm going to glue that with some dimensionals. So I'm going to add dimensionals. Now the thing is, when you add your dimensionals, you need to find places that you haven't got your tear and tape. Because if you put the dimensionals where the tear and tape is, you'll find that the backing of your tear and tape will want to come off, and you don't want your embellishment to come off the front of your card. So I'm actually using the dimensionals anywhere where the tear and tape is not, if that makes sense. Okay, and I think I can probably pop one there. So I've got a fair few dimensionals on the back because it is a big embellishment, so you want it to definitely take hold and stay on there. So I'm going to remove those backings. Who else has tried the stapling trick? Let me know. Type it into the comments and let me know. Lynn says she keeps a couple of spools of this ribbon. I know, it's a favorite. It was definitely my favorite, especially at Christmas. Okay, so with that, I'm now going to pop that on the front over my ribbon. Okay, there's a couple of pieces going in and out here, but I think it will still fit into an envelope quite well. You can see there's only a few little bits protruding out. Now, because I've got dimension on the back of that, I'm actually going to add that to my card just with some liquid glue. I don't need to add more dimensionals because we're never going to get the card in an envelope. And I mean, some of these you probably wouldn't want to send in an envelope anyway. It's probably more like a hand delivered card. Okay, now I'm going to drum it up even more. We haven't even done the sentiment yet, but I want to drum it up even more just to give it that finishing, beautiful, delicate touch. Okay, so I've got these gorgeous leaves here. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a rough, we'll pop some of those in. So I've got two gorgeous big ones. So we'll pop the two gorgeous big ones in like that. And then, of course, we've got these gorgeous sprigs. So they can come in here. And got more that can come in through here. No, we'll pop that one down in there. That looks quite pretty in there. Okay. We've got some solid leaves, which I think could look quite nice here. All right, I'm going to start gluing some of these in because when you start doing this, you end up getting things everywhere. So I'm going to start gluing some of these in so I don't forget any of them. So let's add a little bit of glue on that one. I would hate to see how much this card is going to end up weighing at the end of it, but that's the beauty of these Avid cards, isn't it? Okay, so back down in, no, where did I have that? In there. Yep. Okay, this one. Okay, we will add that one down in here. And I mean, the glue will take hold and then they will stay in there. It'll be all good. Let's pop that one down in there. This one. Down in, you might pop that one down in there. Like that. This one. We will add down in there. This one. In here. Aren't those gold detail bits just setting that off nicely? This is what brings it to the whole next level, I think, is just adding in these gorgeous leaves that we have. So that one there, I might add in up in here. Love the extra gold. Yeah, it just sets it off. There. What else do I have? I have another one of those. That one could possibly go up in here. Now, remember, these are Avid cards. So, I mean, a lot of people will go, I would not put that much on a card. But if you want someone, say someone's got a, I don't know, a 90th birthday, Wouldn't this be awesome for a 90th birthday card? Okay, I'm going to do that. All right. Now, the next thing is we need to do a sentiment here that's going to be absolutely gorgeous on this card. I think that's probably all the embellishments I can put on there. But how awesome is that? All right. In the dies, where did I put my dies? Did anyone see where I sat those dies? Here. Is that them? Yes. Okay. So out of the dies, we have this here, we have this here, and we have this here. So let me see. I don't know what I'm going to do for the sentiment on this yet, but I'm just going to see what we have. I know that the stamp set is not available, but I just think okay, so you are amazing in every way. Okay, so I can do you are amazing in every way. I can do that in that sentiment. Let me see. You are amazing in every way. That one there. All right, what color are we going to stamp it? Okay, so we need a scrap piece of basic white. What color do you think we're going to stamp this sentiment? Do we do it in Petal Pink? Do we do it in Night of Navy? Do we do it in Pool Party? Do we do it embossed with gold? Type it in the comments and let me know. Embossed in gold. Do we do it in Night of Navy? Do we do it in Petal Pink? Or do we do it in Pool Party? So gold embossed, Night of Navy or Petal Pink or Pool Party. So type it into the comments and let me know. So you are amazing in every way. Let me grab that onto a block. Okay, so we have navy, navy, navy. I feel like I want to pop. I don't know. I feel like I want to be able to put it on a circle just to really add a little bit of dimension there. So we've got Night of Navy. Everyone's saying Night of Navy. You don't want to emboss? Oh, we have one that that says gold. Okay, everyone says Night of Navy. Well, you saved me having to emboss. Night of Navy it is. All right, let's grab the Night of Navy. You've saved me having to emboss. All right, maybe what we might do, we will see. We might end up, so there we are. You are amazing. Whoops, and I did that wrong. Let's try again. You are amazing in every single way. Isn't that a lovely sentiment? And then I can actually cut it out with that. Now, do I put a gold bit in behind? Do I put a Night of Navy bit in behind? Do I put a Petal Pink? Or do I put a Pool Party in behind? I'm going to do a circle in behind. I just think it will. Gold circle, Vicky says. Gold circle. Okay. So I've got 2 for gold circle. Let's bring in the cut and emboss again. 3 for gold circle. Okay, so this hybrid embossing folder and the dies are only like $23, people. Like this, you can use without the stamp set. You can physically use this just embellishing like I've done. Okay, everyone's saying gold circle, so it looks like we're going to have gold circle. So guess what, everyone? Everyone said to me yesterday, I need some sticky notes. I've got sticky notes today to hold my dies in place. So let's do sticky note there. Got that one sorted. Now we need to find a piece of gold scrap. Now, do I have a piece of gold scrap? I don't know whether I have a piece of gold scrap left. Oh, maybe that circle can go out of there. Oh, it just can. It's good to know that we have scraps. I mean, it would be interesting to see if we cut it out of that's already been embossed to see what it does. So let's go there. Okay, I'm not going to worry about a post-it note on that because it's going to stay there. It's all good. And we'll grab our plate to go over the top and we'll cut those out. Vicky's giving me the clapping hands. Yeah, I think the gold circle was going to win hands down. I knew when I said gold circle, everyone's like, gold circle, gold circle. Okay, that one and that one. So let's move that back out of the way. Okay. You are amazing in every single way. Oh, look at that. Isn't it just gorgeous? All right. So I'm just going to add that straight over those. And I'm still using this that's driving me insane, but it's okay. I'm getting there. I don't want to waste it. I don't want to throw it out. All right. So let's do that over the top there. I'm going to pop a dimensional in underneath the bottom there just because it's overhanging from that embellishment and I just feel like it needs something to pop it up. So let's pop it in dimensional just underneath there like so. Actually, I could probably pop 2 dimensionals under there by the looks. Needs a second one. Let's do that. Let's pop it up again. Let's pop it under there. Oh, much better. Okay. And of course, you know me, I want to pop that up on there as well. It's definitely not going to fit in an envelope, is it? You know, so I'm just going to put dimensionals. I might put I'm just putting dimensionals in the middle for that to sit up over that circle. You are amazing in every single way. I'm loving this card. All right, now for the insert. We definitely want to have a gorgeous insert for this. So maybe what we'll do is we will layer up because this is an Avid card. So I don't normally put a contrast layer on the inside of my card, but I will do it for this one. And I need to have a basic white layer. So I'm just going to grab one from over here. There. I'm thinking that's the right size. Let me see. No, that's going to be, oh, we'll measure that and see what it is. I'm not quite sure how big that one is. All right. Let's do our insert. And now on the insert, what you can do that will really take this card to another level as well is to add some ribbon and some embellishments on the insert as well. And that brings a little bit of the front of the card to the inside of the card. So let's see what we can do. All right. I feel like you're amazing in every way. A little note to brighten your day, I think, is another good sentiment. So let me, this one, is this one it? You can see my stamp set is well loved. I physically have really enjoyed this stamp set. All right, so we'll do that one in Night of Navy, seeing as we've got the sentiment on the front in Night of Navy. Whoa. And I'm just dropping the stamp here. A little note to brighten your day, and that stamp is coming off my block, but we got there in the end. All right. So I'm going to add that onto my Night of Navy layer. Okay. And then, of course, as I said, I love using a little bit of ribbon on the inside of the card as well. So I'm going to grab my Seal Plus, and hopefully this is going to work for me. I keep thinking I'm going to use the Seal Plus in a way that you'll all go, what is she doing? Anyway, I'm making the best of it. There we go. So we've got that, and then I can use this and we will wrap it around, which looks gorgeous. Okay. And then we will add that to the inside of the card, but I'm also going to add some gorgeous die cuts to that as well. So let's open that up. We have that. We haven't added bling yet. We've still got to add the bling. All right. So for me, I think I would like to just do a couple of little die cuts on the inside. So let's add that. Now, when I do the die cuts on the inside, I just glue them down because you don't want too much dimension happening on the inside of your card. So I'm just going to glue that down there and wait for that to take hold, and then we'll glue the other one over the top. Just like so. Yes, well done, Lisa. Go for it. Go for it. And as you can see, a gorgeous Avid card. Now, I think what will be really, really pretty on this card is just our basic rhinestones. I think will just be really pretty. But what we could do is we could grab our Night of Navy blend. Oh no, that's Misty Moonlight. Hang on. Trying to find my Night of Navy. Dark Night of Navy. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to add some color to my rhinestones, and I'm turning those into Night of Navy. And you can see this is an old Night of Navy, and my brush tip is just about ruined. I like to do them twice. I like to go over twice to give them a good, decent amount of color. Now, our blends are permanent markers. So because they're permanent markers, they will stay on here and be gorgeous. I so need a new Night of Navy blend, but anyway. So we now have, as you can see there, some Night of Navy bling, which is just gorgeous. So let's do that. I'll pop those all. There's my take a pic tool. All right, so let's pop a couple of these around. So I definitely want one there and one there because we want to accentuate that. And then we can just sprinkle these around throughout our design, and it will just look stunning. Okay, so we've got that, and I could possibly put another one up over in there. And then on the inside, I'm going to add some on the inside as well. We will sprinkle some around on the inside just to add a little bit more bling. Okay. And then what would really finish that off, I'm just going to pop those away. What would really finish that off then is, of course, a bit of a spritzing of Wink of Stella to add some more shimmer and shine. And if this is not an Avid card, then I don't know what is. Like, honestly, it is, I don't think I could put any more on it. Do you? Do you think any more could go on this card? I don't think so. Let's spritz. And we'll spritz here as well. Okay, so there you go. Sorry, I've highlighted it. There you go. Look at that gorgeous Avid card. What do you think? Okay. Absolutely. But it's got loads of die cuts and everything. But how awesome is that for someone really, really special? So if you didn't know what an Avid card is, now I think you might know. And I absolutely, like, this is what I live for. I love creating a gorgeous card like that. Can you imagine sending someone this gorgeous card? Like, okay, so for you to go in my weekly draw, you need to go back to the YouTube video and you need to type liked and shared. If you have liked and shared, my program tells me whether you've liked or shared it. Okay, so you must like and share my video. Give me the thumbs up. Like, honestly, I get nearly 1,000 views on my videos and I'm only getting like 100 likes or 120 likes. You need to hit that like button. That means that thumbs up button. You need to hit the like button and share my video with other people. So as I said, everything that is that I've used in this video today, except for the stamp set, you can't get the stamp set anymore. But the actual hybrid embossing folder is only like, I think it's $23. Like, you need to snap it up because I'm telling you, it won't last for long. I did check before I jumped on whether it was still available. It just screams special. Exactly, Kathy. And you know, that's, oh, the crafty cat has just entered the house. And that's exactly what these Avid cards are. They're for a really special occasion, for a milestone event, that you want to create something really special that someone is going to keep and cherish forever. And that's what an Avid card is. So I'm an Avid crafter. Let me know in the comments in the replay whether you're an Avid crafter as well. Thanks, everyone. I will see you all again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for another Avid crafting session you won't want to miss. Thanks, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye for now.